The National Water and Sewage Authority (NWASA) hereby notifies the public of the enforcement of restrictions on water usage supplied by NWASA effective May 12, 2024 and covering the following activities. 1. Irrigation and watering of gardens, lawns and ground. 2. Washing roadways, pavements, paths, garages, outrooms, or vehicles with the use of hoses. 3. Filling of swimming pools and ponds. And 4. Any other purpose that, in the opinion of the authority, requires the use of a considerable or excessive quantity of water. This decision aligns with the Water Services Regulations SRO 41 of 1993, subsection 9(1), which empowers the authority to issue notices prohibiting either entirely or subject to specified conditions and for such duration as deemed necessary or expedient the use of water supplied by or obtained through the authority's pipelines in the event of water scarcity due to drought or other causes. The public is urged to adhere strictly to these restrictions and to cooperate with NWASA in conserving water during this period.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Yes, hi. Of course, we got to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. A bit nasal today, but we'll get over that soon. Of course, we want to say hello to the first-time viewers on the program. Those of you who are here all the time, the usual suspects, we are saying hello to you as well. The pleasure is mine all the time to be here with you, to talk, to discuss, to vibe about things that you should know about. So we are hearing tonight that the Grenada Invitational has been cancelled, and of course, we'll explain more about that a bit later on the program as well. Otter Brave Boy buried, laid to rest today. 2 men charged for the death of Shane Brown. They made their appearance at the court. We'll talk to you about that. Grenada places 5th and 6th in the female and male categories in the Regional World Volleyball qualifiers. What is Guava State? They won the St. John Local B-Ball final. We'll talk to you about that. Very interesting ton of events, I must say. All right. What else we have to tell you about, boy? The police, they hosted a press conference today and they gave some figures in terms of drug seizure. We are almost doubling last year's total amount in terms of street value of drugs. Right? Almost doubling the whole year last year, this year alone. We're going to talk about the gun seizures and the police's operational posture and what their extra effort has yielded. In a moment, we'll talk about all of these, all right? Got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel NWASA, Real Value, IGA Supermarket. We've got the Beacon Insurance on board as well and all the other sponsors, all right? Don't forget, somebody sharing tonight's program, you will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel. And that lucky person might just be you. So go ahead and share the business. We'll be back. Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Right. So, let's get straight into the business. The police boy, they're talking. And they're talking about, elevating their operational posture in response to the current surge in gun-related crimes, in gun violence, in violence in general. So they are saying that, due to those efforts, that they are actually seeing some results. They are saying that the homicides for this year have been solved.
Just want to also point out that the total number of homicide for 2023 had been 18, with 16 being murders and 4 of which were unsolved. To date, we have recorded 9 homicides, 8 of which were murders, and would like to point out that all has been solved.
Thank you very much. That is Superintendent Esau Pierre. He also spoke of the drug and firearms situation in Grenada. They have seized through operations about 17, is it 17 or 25? Firearms, I think it's maybe 25. Firearms thus far for the year. And as it relates to drugs, they have seized almost double what they did. So almost double this year of what they did last year.
Greater attention to the issue of drug interdiction, seizures. The total, I can attest that the total for this year, in terms of the RGPF seizures of drugs, total for last year, that is, had a street value of over $3.5 million. And this was the total for 2024. To date, we have sold past $5 million worth of drug seizures. Greater attention to interdiction and seizures of firearm, and the total for this year thus far is over 25 firearm being seized. Just want to also point out that.
Yes, thank you very much. So that is Superintendent Issa Pierre, as he gave an update of the amount of guns that they have seized. I'm not talking about the gun amnesty, because the question was asked to him relating to the gun amnesty. You know, how many guns were brought in, and he says when they have concluded the entire operation, then we will be able to get a figure. All right, we'll be able to get an exact number of guns that they would have seized, or not seized, but would have collected as part of the gun amnesty. Okay, so we are going to wait for that. You understand? But boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's been a lot lately, but the police have been solving many of those crimes, so we are happy to know that. One of the persons who were recently killed was Arthur Brave Boy. Well, he was buried today. Had a very large turnout. Yes, and of course tributes, and you know, a lot of his friends came around to pay their final respects, friends and families and so on. Yeah, boy, I know it's tough for a lot of people, you know, when incidents like these happen. You know, his mom was pleading with people to, you know, talk to your children and stuff like that. But it was a interesting session. And yeah, I guess as much his life is going to be a memory for many, you know, in many respects. Yeah. All right, let's go. We are moving on. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, we are just learning of the cancellation of the Grenada Invitational. So I'm going through this thing and I'm like reading it quickly, and I just, well, okay, sounds interesting, and then I realized it's because of the event being cancelled. Fellow Grenadians, track and field enthusiasts, it says, yeah, I'm going to go this thing verbatim if I can, okay? From its inception, the Grenada Invitational was billed as a world-class event, showcasing some of the best athletes from around the world. On 3 memorable occasions, we delivered on that promise. Justin Gatlin, LaShawn Merritt, Shelly Fraser Price, Veronica Campbell Brown, Kim Collins, Stephen Gardner, and Toby Amusan are some of the major global track and field stars Grenada got to see compete up close in 2017, 2018, and 2019. As a nation, we we can dream big, okay, and then work hard collectively to bring it into a glorious reality. The inaugural Grenada Invitational in 2017 provided a perfect occasion for the athletes and the athletic stadium to be named after our very own Olympic hero, that's Kiran James, as he competed for the first time professionally on home soil. The success of an undertaking such as the Grenada Invitational requires the cooperation, commitment, and dedication of several agencies, organizations, corporations, associations, and committees. Most of the time, we had that. But reviving the world-class meet post-COVID has been a major challenge, inclusive of the state of despair of the track and of the track at the Kiani James Athletic Stadium in 2023. While 2024 provided a unique opportunity in an Olympic year, the prevailing socio-economic challenges at home and in the region threw up major challenges. It goes on to say that our dream was to deliver on an event befitting of a nation, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary of independence, and to provide a Paris send-off to our own modern-day Olympic heroes, Kiani James, chasing an unprecedented 4th medal. Lyndon Victor, a multi-talented athlete poised to capture the world, and Anderson Peters, set to add to his 2 World Championships title. It is a huge undertaking that requires even more than before the full cooperation and support of several entities to deliver. This being 40 years since our first Olympic appearance, we also wanted to celebrate all the nation's Olympians from the past. But despite the best efforts of the board of directors and the local organizing team of the Grenada Invitational, the synergy, the enthusiasm, the energy, and the commitment to provide a once-in-a-generation event did not materialize. Now, the prevailing local and regional economic environment has made it extremely difficult for us to get the level of sponsorship and the general support needed to pull off a meet of this magnitude. Other local providers have been otherwise so challenged, and they have found it difficult to make the levels of commitment that they have done in the past. We, the organizers of the Grenada Invitational, obviously cannot stage such an event without the level of support befitting of a world-class event. With time running out, the board of directors of the Grenada Invitational took the painful decision at a meeting late Monday, that will be today, May 27th, to cancel the 2024 Grenada Invitational, and listen to this, as well as round up for good the franchise and brand that is Grenada Invitational. So in other words, they're saying that it's never going to happen again, I guess. They say that we are extremely pleased that we were able to bring to Grenada quality, world-class athletic championship. All right, we would like to commend and extend a heartfelt thank you to all who contributed in one way or the other to the 2017, 2018, and 2019 editions of the Grenada Invitational. And it goes on to say more and more and more. But that's the gist of things that we got here from that press release that was just sent just before coming on. I didn't even get a chance to read the entire thing, so that at least you have an understanding that the event is no longer going to happen. I think there was just a press conference just about a week or so ago. No, maybe just a little over a week, and it was showing a bit of promise. But I guess as much when they start to put pen to paper, you realize water more than flour, and then, all right. Anyway, let's go on. I'm sweating because I can't put on the AC tonight. I can't put on the AC. The AC is giving me a little stuffy kind of vibe, Well, I don't know. But anyway, I just feel a little stuffy tonight. While we're on sports, Guava State comes away champions of the St. John local basketball tournament. In a competitive final last Saturday night, Guava State edged Douglaston 65 points to 62. It was a nail-biting finish. Daryl Williams, playing for Douglaston, had a game high of 32 points with 5 rebounds. All right, and Elmont Williams, in superb fashion, ruled the show for Guava State. All right, executing 21 points with 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. The third place playoff was won by OCM, defeating Street Ballers. All right, so, all right, guys. All right. Still on sports, like a thing, mixing up the business. The volleyball way. Yes, the volleyball World Championships qualifiers played on the weekend. Grenada placed 5th and 6th respectively. The team returned to the island today. The team placed 5th in the female category and 6th in the male category. All right. So, it happens. You know what I mean? Better luck next time. But, keep trying. Keep trying. Okay. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy. 2 men jointly charged with the offense of capital murder. But here's what they made their first court appearance today. 33-year-old businessman of Grand St. George, Razim Mitchell, and Kevon Rondell Niles, a 35-year-old bus driver of Willis. They are charged in connection with the death of 34-year-old Shane Brown of Bullier St. George, according to police records. Now, the shooting incident took place at Snow Corner, St. George, Sunday, 5th May 2024. Niles was represented by attorney-at-law Anselm Clouden, whilst Mitchell was unrepresented. They were both remanded to His Majesty's prisons, and they are to reappear in court on the 10th of June 2024. The actual preliminary hearing is set for the 1st of October 2024. Whew. Yeah, boy. Wow. I've seen a lot of Facebook reports. Well, not reports, but posts and stuff about these incidents. And oh boy. Yeah. What can I say? All right. So, Grenada senior men's team, boy, the football team, they failed in their warm-up friendly in Carriacou yesterday, going down 3-0 to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The goals by St. Vincent and the Grenadines were scored, one in the first half and the remaining 2 in the second half. All this in the run-up to the CONCACAF 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Grenada is in Group B against Trinidad and Tobago, Costa Rica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and the Bahamas. Grenada's first match will be in Trinidad and Tobago. That will be on June 5th, followed by its match against Costa Rica 4 days later at the Kirani James International Athletic Stadium right here in Grenada. All right, what else do I have to tell you, boy? Oh, on the weekend, boy, West Indies, Men in Maroon, we played against South Africa. Home series, I think it was 3 matches, T20. Clean sweep! And guess what? Andre Fletcher, our Andre Fletcher, Grenada's Andre Fletcher, just like every other athlete, has done us proud again. You understand? So big up to Andre. Big up to Medups. Big up to Andre. You understand? He's out there. They triumphed. Clean sweep. 3 matches. South Africa get licks in the little yesterday. Well, what? I didn't know what I was watching yesterday. They won West Indies by 8 wickets with 37 balls remaining. They were responding to 164-run target set by South Africa. West Indies made light work in achieving the total. You understand? 165 for 2 in 14 overs. Johnson Charles, Jano. Now, he was about 69 runs, you know. 69 runs. 9 fours and 5 sixes, boundary after boundary. And then the captain, who was Brandon King, well, he made 46. And Kyle Mears was not out on 36. Johnson Charles was named the player of the match. You understand? And Mo T-Boy, player of the series. Them boy and them forward boy. Anyway, yeah, boy. I don't see a sweating. You see the value of AC. I just decide. Can't put on the AC. I don't know. You have a doctor on the program? Doc, I find when I put on the AC today, I just feeling kind of like I catching a cold or something. I don't know. Stuffy. Yeah, I mean, thing clean and nice, you know. But so I decided to take it off. I feel better. I get a better vibe when I'm doing the news, sweating. You understand? But the thing is, it doesn't look good. You understand? It's not looking good on camera. But it feels better. Again, like vibes. I feel like I could go for a couple hours. I feel like I could talk the things. You understand? Sometimes I just want to talk the things. You understand? But then people so sensitive these days and things, boy. You understand? People so this man buy me new car. New car. You know, treat me crazy. I like a spot on my finger and wipe it out. Man run into the back of my car this morning, telling me gazing, and he run into the back of my car. And the thing is, it's always somebody with an old vehicle coming around into your new ride. So they got nothing to lose. no. And you have to then, and you know when you have people around, you have to try and be a little civil, and you have to try and look like, put in material thing, to make you angry, But you know the thing hot in you, but I go to cause some alphabet, eh? But then you say, nah. But it's and people leave to see, and then people have been nonchalant about everything, and I mean nonchalant, not okay, how bad, how bad the thing, Mikey, how bad, and then go about it, and then you have to headache, and if you have like a hairline on your right, like a hairline, that bug in here, understand? Oh, careful on the road, you know what I mean? Careful. Accidents do happen, but careful. Yeah, man. Anyway, but I was saying, sometimes you want to talk the things on the business, but we have become so sensitive. We can no longer speak the truth without fear of being victimized, without fear of this, or without, I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying in general, you have to keep thinking, don't say this because you're going to offend this group. Don't say this that way because you're going to offend that group. You see, one of the things I always used to say when I was a little boy, you understand? Whenever you start blurring lines, it's a wrap. When black is not black no more, and white is not white no more, because you're looking for a little fade to say that it's gray. You understand? Or a little thing to say, okay, if we put this one, we put this one, then we can create that. When things start to lose their definition, and we find ways of explaining instead of defining, then you're in trouble. Trouble. I speaking to the wise. We still have time, a little time. Keep things with a clear definition. And if you need to go further, you can explain that definition. But you cannot replace definition with explanation. Mass myth. And so we have found ourselves in a predicament right now. The world has found itself in a predicament because everything has an explanation, and everyone thinks they have a right and the authority to explain certain things, and that they should be those explanations should be accepted and appreciated. You understand? And right now, no, we corrupt the whole thing. And that applies to many different ways. Many different things, many different aspects of our civilization. I'm not just talking about one, but many. And so, we're in trouble. You can't say certain things again. Just outrightly say certain things because you are infringing on someone's explanation or someone's justification. You understand? It has gotten so bad that it's in some places it's illegal to contradict some's explanation. You understand? So we are slowly, well, not slowly, rapidly, if you ask me, because it wasn't so long, it was a different way, just not long ago. So we are rapidly heading down a path of destruction for ourselves in many respects again. Many respects. I'm not just speaking about one set of things, I'm talking about a lot of things. You understand? And I'm speaking to the wise. Anyway. Oh boy. So we were expecting a tropical. Okay, then I think they're laughing. Okay, sometimes you need a little laughter. So we are expecting a tropical wave on the weekend. Me pana tell me pana say, Mikey, if you see what bucket I put out. Me pana say, Mikey, you know where I put bucket. Say when he feel it breathe, he say, yes, he coming. Say, pana say close up all the window. Pana say close up all the window and then when he feel a little breeze and then we can say, all right. Thy kingdom come. You know, Pana say, all your little thing now, he put up a little bucket, he wash up a little bucket and they say, we catch them today. Not that, watch that, lad. Not that drizzle. Eh? You know, well, I don't know about some areas, but I know for most of the areas that I, talk to and interact with a few people, we don't get rain. And that happens. You know what I mean? There were other islands who got a little shower. Think. In fact, Trinidad and Tobago, they declared the start of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season because they have a different standard. Although we know the season officially opens on the 1st of June of each year, their standard is, I think it's something to do with a measurable amount of rainfall around this time. So they achieved that and have declared the start of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. So that's for Trinidad and Tobago. For us, we don't get not a rate no fall. Jesus even sweat. You know what I'm saying? But I think now you could just feel it in the atmosphere. We will start to get rain soon. Yeah, we get a little drizzle now and then, but that is going to increase with time. Yeah, so soon we'll get real rain. So don't worry yourself, and keep them bucket outside. Just get that little dust out and then, because we're supposed to get a little bit of Saharan dust for the next 2 or so days, and then things will, ting. So just don't put back the bucket below the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't put back the bucket and then below the house. You got a thing. We're taking a break and we'll come back shortly. When we come back, what we have for you will be the weather and the national report.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Avoid leaks at home. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the climate resilient water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
This is the GIS Evening Report for Monday, May 27th, 2024. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, Small Island Developing States calls on oil-producing companies to be held accountable for their role in exacerbating the global climate crisis. This story and more when we return.
The Royal Grenada Police Force and the National Disaster Management Agency remind all citizens that the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources has issued a no burning notice, which means that no one is allowed to light fires at any location throughout the state of Grenada. Engaging in setting of fires on any land under this act shall be liable to a fine of $500 or 3 months imprisonment. Please be vigilant and report any occurrences of fires as we aim to keep the nation safe during this severe dry season. Fires can cause millions of dollars in property damage and loss of lives. Let us all be responsible and play our part in minimizing wildfires as best as possible. Remember, it only takes one spark to ignite.
Welcome back. President of the 4th International Conference on Small Island Developing States and Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Honorable Gaston Brown, is demanding that oil-producing companies be held accountable for their role in exacerbating the global climate crisis. Prime Minister Brown was addressing the opening ceremony of the SIDS 4 conference, to which his country is playing host from May 27th to 30th. Prime Minister Brown emphasized that these oil-producing companies bear significant responsibility for the environmental challenges threatening communities worldwide.
Isn't it high time to end fossil fuel subsidies and for these companies to be held accountable to reduce emissions and to accelerate the transition to renewable energy resources to protect lives and livelihoods? Shouldn't a global carbon tax be levied on these oil companies that are consistently enjoying supernormal profits to provide much-needed climate financing? Distinguished delegates, we stand at a juncture where our actions or failure to act will dictate the fate of SIDS, as well as the legacy we leave for future generations.
President Brown underscored the unprecedented challenges confronting the region, where small island developing states find themselves on the front line against multiple crises they neither caused nor created. Factors such as small size, limited financial resources, and constrained human capital place SIDS at a distinct disadvantage on the global stage.
This year has been the hottest in history in practically every corner of the globe, foretelling severe impacts in our ecosystems and starkly underscoring the urgency of our predicament. To ignore this is to gamble with our collective future. Continuing with business as usual is not just negligence, it is an active choice that invites disaster. Such indifference will reverberate disastrously, affecting every nation, every community, and every individual across the planet.
The Grenada delegation, headed by Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, was engaged in a bilateral meeting with the President and Foreign Minister of the Marshall Islands on Sunday, where fostering closer relationships with the islands was discussed. Prime Minister Mitchell says given that the islands, which are located in the Western Pacific Ocean, face similar challenges to Grenada, like climate change, further discussions will be held.
We agreed to continue further dialogue and discussions using our permanent representatives at the United Nations. They were interested in us supporting their candidate for one of the positions at the UN, which we pledged to do. They were also very much interested in our Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, and the reasons for the ministry and how it has worked thus far. We promised to share with them some of those ideas because many of our small developing states like the Marshall Islands and Grenada have challenges with implementation, and so they were quite keen to find out how we were addressing the implementation deficit in Grenada. They undertook to send some of their delegates to meet with our Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation in Grenada in the coming weeks ahead.
Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Honorable Karine James, participated in the bilateral involving representatives from the International Organization on Migration. One of the subjects of discussion was the effects of human mobility.
I think it sets a framework and a foundation for us to build upon. Of course, some of the challenges that we've had as small islanders is to create the enabling environment in terms of the policy, the regulations, and so to carry forth some of the projects that we want to implement. So this is just a conversation to have that exposed, to have that exposure and to be able to document what the challenges are firsthand and to see how best we can combat it. So we've made a pact that we're going to work more closely together to see how best we can create not only an approach that works for Grenada, but one that works for the region as well.
Detective Corporal Kimber Coutain, attached to the Serious Crimes Investigations of the Criminal Investigations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, says the RGPF is leaving no stones unturned as they ramp up resources to curb various types of crimes committed on the island. During a press conference on Monday, Detective Corporal Coutain says despite the arrests made in the recent homicides due to gun-related acts of violence, the investigations are still ongoing. He says while the news of an arrest may bring comfort to many, addressing issues of crime must be thorough.
We like to, at this point in time, inform the public that any affiliation, any assistance given to criminal elements will be addressed by law enforcement. Hence the reason that our investigation doesn't stop there. Anyone who would have aided, abetted, conspired, participated in any way in these offenses, they will be addressed, and our lawmen are working towards that.
The many theories that are now in the public domain as it relates to the recent incidents of gun-related crimes, while some of it may seem to sway from the realities of what has transpired, Coutain says it is still investigated, some of which has aided in the success that the RGPF is reporting to date.
The RGPF welcomes any information. Yes, it might be some things out there that we hear that would spike some fear in people, but we want to let them know, rest assured in your police, the RGPF, that every aspect that comes to our ear, come to our offices, we are going to check it out and see how best, and we have seen even in recent times, those information that is circulating, it has resulted in success, right? So rest assured that your police is going to continue working towards every aspect in keeping our country safe going forward.
Detective Corporal Coutain says recent deaths due to gun crimes is a clear indication that communities need to bond closer together in steering our youth in the right direction.
We need to understand that when a life is lost, lives are affected from both sides, the lost person's family and even the perpetrator's family. And we are in a small island and everyone knows each other. And with that, it leaves an effect on everyone's life. With that, it's important to state that we need to come together, continue working together against the crimes that we have seen in recent times, and in so doing, helping others to change their course of action, to be a little more tolerant in respect to the aggression and the use of illegal firearms or violence on a whole. We have a responsibility, every one of us, even those who feel that their lives are not affected, but it can be affected. So let's be cognizant of that and let us try together to reduce any crimes or any violent crime involving firearms, ammunition, and so forth.
The RGPF is currently engaged in ongoing assessment of its policing strategies to ensure its adequacy and effectiveness in responding to the current realities. We take a break, and when we return, we will hear more on the work currently underway on the land slippage in St. Patrick. The forecast for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season points to above normal activity with between 17 to 25 named storms. To mark the start of the season, the National Disaster Management Agency and the Government Information Service will host a live program from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, May 29, 2024. Panelists will include representatives from the Met Office, Royal Grenada Police Force, Shelter Management, and NADMA. The live program will be broadcast on GIS Channel 22 and its social media pages. Welcome back. A section of the road in Samaritan, which collapsed due to heavy rains in December 2023, is currently under repair. A contract worth $200,000 has been awarded to contractor David Nicholas to construct a 63-foot solid reinforced concrete retaining wall. On Monday, GIS visited the project site and interviewed the contractor. He indicated that the project, expected to take approximately 3 weeks, commenced on Tuesday, May 21st, 2024.
We started last week, Monday to be exact, and we're constructing 63 feet by 11 feet retaining wall, 14-inch thick, and the purpose of the wall is to protect the road because December last we had that rain that slide out part of the road, underneath the road and undermine the road, so we had to excavate and break the road slightly so we could get a proper area to walk to construct the wall. We're going to be casting the foundation Wednesday morning, and we're looking to finish the wall itself in approximately 2 to 3 weeks to finish casting all of the concrete. And then after that we have to backfill, so we're going to wait for about approximately 14 days before we could actually backfill the retaining wall.
Nicholas says so far he has not experienced much challenges in getting the job done, which he says is a plus as they are trying to make use of the present weather conditions.
The only challenge we had really was whilst we was excavating, just after excavation actually, part of the road collapsed. That is when we was doing the blinding. Part of the road collapsed and cover up where we previously blind, so that the next day we had to get another excavator to come and clear out this site, and we break out the rest of the area that wasn't looking proper or strong enough to hold up itself. We break it out to make sure everybody protected.
He made a call for the motorists to drive with more care while traversing the area, taking into consideration the fact that there are men on the site working.
Since the road, before the road break collapse, the heavy vehicles when they were passing with a lot of speed. That is why we had to put the temporary so that they could kind of slow down. Those heavy vehicles, when we below in the trench, we're feeling the vibration. So after the road break, we wanted them to divert the traffic. But right now, I don't think it's much of a problem because since that time up to now, they're still passing, but the vibration is not as much. So I guess maybe the part of the road that was canting over, yeah, and as it come out now, the vibration is not as much. So maybe it's much safer now.
Currently, there are 6 people employed on the project. They include 1 steel bender, 3 tradesmen, and 2 traffic wardens. And finally, during a recent media engagement, Superintendent Issa Pear, officer in charge of operations and crimes, reaffirmed the Royal Grenada Police Force dedication and commitment to combating crime on the island. Amid growing concerns about public safety, the RGPF emphasized its ongoing efforts to apprehend those responsible for criminal activities. In recent weeks, several arrests have been made in connection with gun-related incidents. Superintendent Pear reiterated that the RGPF will persist in utilizing its resources and strategies to conduct thorough investigations into crimes.
The undertaking was given that the Royal Grenada Police Force is fully committed to utilizing all its available resources to thoroughly investigate these matters and bringing those responsible for committing these senseless acts to justice. We identified with the public's concern regarding their safety and the potential negative impact these incidents can have on our peace and tranquility, and alluded to the fact that the RGPF takes this extremely seriously.
Superintendent Pierre urges the public to trust the expertise of the RGPF and assist wherever they can, as it takes the entire community to fight crime. The men and women of the RGPF cannot do it alone.
The Royal Grenada Police Force believes that the recent arrest, posture, and action executed should contribute to allaying the fear and concerns regarding the recent surge in gun-related violence, and assures you that we are continually engaging in crime prevention and investigations strategies as we remain committed to ensuring the safety and security of the community.
In the coming weeks, the general public will witness the various strategies unfold, as the plan is to ensure that citizens feel safe within their respective communities. This brings us to the end of the GIS Even Report for Monday, May 27th, 2024. I am Chris-Ann Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you very much, Chris-Ann, and the rest of the GIS news team. And we now head over to the weather. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy at first, becoming fair as the night progresses. Tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius, winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. Tuesday, the weather is expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy with a low chance of isolated afternoon showers. Max temperature 32.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 27. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. So that's our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Before we go, big up to the people on Facebook, big up to the people on YouTube. All right. We are happy that you're there with us, and may God bless you and the family. So Marcus, Celine, Laverne, Kathy, and Catherine, Keith, Mom, Lintana, and everyone else, hello. And the Facebook people, what's going on? Share the business. Don't forget to share. I mean, don't be lucky and quiet. Share the business. All right. So we're saying hello to Java and the sharing committee, Hazel, Bernadette, Michelle, Doris, Stephanie, Java again, Diana, and everybody else. Really? Jean, hey, what's going on? Liz, Sylvina, Leonora, Leonora, what's going on? Hi. Angel, Yvonne, everybody else. Thank you for watching. We touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. Have a good one. God bless you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care, guys.